Hello guys, I'm Data and welcome to my channel. January 24th patch notes. We have a quite interesting patch. There are some map changes, weapon changes, and mech changes. I'm more interested into the mech changes and weapon changes. The maps, yes, there is something good, which is mainly bug fixing. Nothing really, there isn't a new map, but some decent bug fixing into the actual existing maps. Some changes into the skill tree. We have a slight ECM nerf on the nodes, so this affects the detection range boost. Now it's the boost given by the nodes is less. And the power of the jump jet heat shielding node is increased to 12% from 6%. What was this needed? Maybe it makes jump jetting max colder. It might be a good thing. I wouldn't have done it. Completely unnecessary change. ECM nerf. Was ECM OP? It was. It still is. The point for me is how many mechs it can shield. What had to be tweaked was the ECM bubble range that affects how many allies you can keep inside the bubble, not the range of your own ECM. To me, it doesn't make sense that we nerfed the ECM, we nerfed the radar deprivation nodes, and that we didn't nerf LRMs. It's an all-in-one package. Like if you nerf ECM, you nerf radar deprivation, you buff missile health, then you have to nerf LRMs. Because, let's be honest, they are a fucking cancerous way to play the game. They are the negation itself of PvP, because it's just aimbot. The computer plays the game instead of you. Mech agility adjustments. This is very important. The pitch is now 30 instead of 25. That helps with leg hugging mechs. Torso pitch speed for all mechs is now set to 72% of yaw speed. What's the problem? When we changed the yaw speed to be faster, we didn't touch the pitch speed. This means that before this patch, the pitch speed was capped at a way lower value. This means that the max speed at which your torso goes up and down, the max speed is lower than the horizontal speed. This means that if you move, if you take your, like before this patch, if you took your mouse and try to design wide circles with arm lock on, the actual crosshair would design a rhomboid instead of the circle, because it goes up and down slower than left right. It was something like, I don't even remember, like 50%, 40%. Now it's 72%. So the speed, the vertical up and down movement, torso movement speed, is closer to the horizontal speed. This helps aiming. So it's actually good. Ideally, it would be 100%. So your turret would move up and down as fast as it moves left and right. 72% it's going to be okay. It's still more than it used to be before the cauldron. So the cauldron actually, I think, not on purpose, I think the cauldron just forgot to edit the vertical speed. Now it's fixed. Fine, excellent. Another excellent change. Mech quirk adjustments. Mistlinks nerfed. Good. Incubus nerfed. Excellent. It's fucking broken. Like the Incubus is fucking broken. It was fucking broken. Maybe it still is. I don't know. We're going to see. By far the best, or among the best mechs, lights and mechs in the game. And maybe it still is. Raven buffed. Right. It's fucking garbage. Now it will have more functions, like the 3L. The Scout bot received also cap accelerator, so it's more. A Scout mech does the Scout mech. Panther converted some quirks, fine. Viper nerfed, thanks God. Arctic Wolf SRM Bomber nerfed, thanks God. Vindicators, increased armor bonus by 50%. Asked specifically by one Cauldron member. Was this needed? No. No. The Vindicator is an excellent mech with MRMs and snubs. He doesn't even have all the weapons in the arms. It doesn't make sense. This is pure nonsense, but it doesn't hurt the game at all. So, whatever. Crab. I can see this maybe being too much. I wouldn't have done such a massive spam. Maybe the velocity is gonna be too much. It's like 60% on top of range, cooldown, heat. I don't know if this is going to be broken. I don't think so. I don't think so. But it just looks very, very weird. Hunchback Laser Vomit. Nerfed. Like these nerfs here are mainly a nerf to NASCAR. NASCAR, the way I always seen this, like this is my personal point of view, NASCAR depends from the fact that going fast, like 70, 80, 90 kph, doesn't harm your firepower compared to a 100 tonner. So you can take a 80, 70 kph mech and be just as strong as a 100 tonner on top of being faster and more agile. This doesn't make sense. NASCAR comes from the fact that fast boys are too strong. Therefore, everyone runs all over the place in NASCARs. This is meant to address clan fast vomit meta. So Hunchback Laser Vomit nerf, fine. Hellfire, people underestimate this mech. People who don't know how strong this mech is, they're just ignorant. The Hellfire with Laser Vomit and Mask was and still is one of the best mechs in the game. Crusader, it was OP at the beginning with all that armor. It is still very, very good. Hellbringer, whatever. This nerf wasn't really needed, in my opinion. Buffs to the garbage riflemans with UX, fine. Nerfed the Sun Spider. Laser Vomit, you could combine the two heroes and do ECM, high mounts, all the lasers. It was pretty OP. It's still going to be very good. Timberwolf Laser Vomit, nerf. Skull, one of the best mechs in the game. It was and still is like XL350, 4 large pulses. Though it just didn't need those quirks. These were quirks for the sake of quirking, like let's quirk this okay quirked. You don't quirk the best mechs in the game. People who don't value the Orion Skull with mask, they just don't know how to play the game. Because you just go 105 kph with the firepower of an assault. It's stupidly strong. Warhammer 2C, that's the 5 range, 5 heat, remove 5 heat. And same here, like if I can take a mech with like this, ideally this mech should just lose that quirk, not being converted into something else. Because it's fast, it's agile, it packs a lot of heat sinks, it packs all the weapons, it has the firepower of 100 tonner, but it runs 70 plus kph. Ideally this quirk would just be removed, not replaced. Marauder 2Cs, I didn't ask these. These were asked by somebody else. I didn't talk against this one. I don't think these were needed. Not really. But I can see the reasoning behind this. Fast mech, excellent shape, tanking mech. You don't need to quirk it. That's fine. That makes sense. But you are not nerfing one of the best mechs in the game. Like by far, the Marauder 2C Laser Vomit was not one of the best mechs in the game. Very good, but I don't think it needed to be nerfed in the armor department because now it has no armor. Warhawk C, well-deserved nerf. You have a very agile mech with a lot of survival, with every possible quirk on the lasers. This is a well-deserved nerf. I'd say that the Warhawk was better than the Marauder. and still is quick play wise. No, I don't think this is bad overall. Not that bad. Like this is for sure is good. These ones are, I'm not a fan of these armor nerfs. As for the weapon changes, there are some buffs to AC10s, Clan and Inner Sphere, AC20s and Heavy Gauss. Now AC10s, cooldown buff, yes, fine. Autocannon 20 as well, yes, cooldown buff. And velocity buff, they were too slow, that's fine. Heavy Gauss, cooldown, okay, like these are fine, good. They again go in the direction of buffing those turbo slow mechs that just eat shit. So that's fine. Heavy Gauss, did it have to get buffed? Yes. Did it have to get buffed in this way? No. The problem with Heavy Gauss is not the cooldown. The problem with Heavy Gauss is the weird ass range behavior. The optimal range is too short and the max range is too long. Instead of having this weird like 200 something multiplied per 4, it should have had something like 300 optimal per 2. So stronger at 300 meters, but weaker at 500 plus meters. Overall, I'd say that these weapons adjustments are fine. And that's pretty much it. I hope that this patch is going to keep pushing the game into the right direction. After 12 plus months of retarded patches that kept buffing and buffing and buffing fast boys, light mechs, NASCAR, run run run, push push push, face hug, and on and on and on and on for like 12 months non-stop. The consequence was that the World Championship was just a face hug fest at all the skill levels. Just take a bunch of machine guns, missed lynxes, vipers, press the W key, face hug people, GG close. No skill mode, no aim mode. Like that enough is enough. These patches, I hope that they help, really help into improving the balance in this game, which is at the moment, like in December, it was completely trash, lacking, that there was no balance. I hope that from now on, the Cauldron will use a more balanced approach like this one. If you guys enjoyed this kind of content, remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, share the content with your friends, and I'll catch you guys next time.